Hi, it's Bowman. Welcome to my video lesson for Assassin by the Fearless Flyers. I had a request for this recently by Rector. Thank you, Oliver. And to be honest, I still don't have a lot of free time at the moment, very busy with various projects and family commitments as well. But I had a quick listen to the track and thought I can do a very quick video on this for you. So this is hopefully a short and snappy one. Look through the main riff that Cory's playing and a couple of the chords that he's playing. I'm not looking at Mark's part on this. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please subscribe to my channel. The link's below to my Instagram and Facebook. It'd be great to have you follow me on there. I do post things on there which don't appear on YouTube. Make sure you don't miss out. There's also a link to a donation page. Okay, I'm going to get straight into the lesson. The main riff goes a little bit like this. For this track, we are in the key of F. Pretty much F major, bit of blues scale thrown in there, flat 7, so think F mixolydian. And we're up at this position, 5th position. If you think of your C chord down here, move it up, the F there. A lot of it is based in this position. The track starts with this little riff. Starting here on your F, on your 8th fret, on your A string. That comes back each time before the main riff after we've had the bridge part. The main riff itself, the notes are pretty simple. It's the rhythm that's difficult and then getting it up to speed, which is very difficult. If you've looked at my lesson for Limited World, you will see some similarities to this riff. So we've got the F here, the F chord. Starting off, playing the F on the top and then dominant 7, the E flat. Gives that nice clashing kind of sound. We'll just look at the notes before the rhythm. So you're alternating between the E flat here and the D on your G string. You can finger it if that's easy for you, if you're not too comfortable with your 4th finger. I tend to play it here because it helps when you get to the rest of the riff. Kind of going down the F scale, the F mixolydian with kind of minor to major 3rd thrown in. Down to the E flat and the F down here. Notes wise, it starts off with those two together down to the D, and then fairly simple. The rhythm is a bit more difficult. Cory's doing his helicopter hand here, so his hand is constantly going. A lot of scratching going on and a bit of muting going on as well. He's not always hitting 2 strings. Sometimes he's just hitting the bass note, sometimes just the top note. And he's not playing it exactly the same every time. This is very much a jam track, so you can go away and mess around with it yourself and come up with your own little rhythms for it. If you look at the first bar, you've got the dotted 8th note, followed by the 16th note. A couple of scratches down to that D and F, and then back up, catch, play it slowly. That's the first couple of bars. As I said, this is very much a jam track, so if you want to put scratches in all the way through, that helps you, you can do that, or you can mix it up a bit. In terms of not hitting other strings, I'm not sure how Cory does it. I know he has his thumb over quite a bit, so he's probably muting the bottom strings. The way I'm doing it, I'm kind of muting the top string, my 2nd finger, and then muting my D string by touching that with my 4th finger or my 3rd finger. If you can do that muting on those strings, you don't have to worry too much about just hitting the B and G strings on here, because that's quite difficult when you're doing the 16th note strumming. But obviously you don't want it like that with other strings ringing in. So if you can get the muting going, your other fingers, that really helps. Okay, so that's the first 2 bars. Second 2 bars starts the same, but then we're going to go that. And this is where it gets difficult. I found this hard when I first started learning it. The second half of the bar, you've kind of got the upstroke. You're coming down that melody into the next bar. It's all the upstrokes, nice and easy. With a scratch between them. But then we have 2 scratches or the last part. So moving from that one scratch to the two scratches, the 1/16th note to the 2/16th notes between the notes, takes a bit of getting used to. It's quite easy to want to go straight into the, and it doesn't work. So you've got to get used to playing one scratch between all of those, and then I think they're hammered on when I look at it on the video. Okay, so that takes a bit of getting used to. Take it slowly. Get used to that rhythm where you're doing the syncopated upstrokes, and then you have the, and then the emphasis is moving to the downstrokes by putting that extra 16th note scratch. The notes, relatively easy. The rhythm is more difficult, but once you get used to that little change halfway through, it becomes easier. Then start building the speed up, because this is 155 beats per minute. It is very fast to play it along with the track. So do take it slowly, get used to it, and then build it up. Okay, there are a couple of variations to the riff. That first time through, he just stops on the, and the band comes in. Other times we go and then slide up. Other times it just stops dead. Like that, and we don't put in the, that doesn't appear. So have a listen along to the record. Hopefully that gives you enough just to get that main riff nailed. To be able to play it, do take it slowly and build it up. In the tablature, which of course you can get from the link below, I've also put in what he's playing in the bridge. We go to a D9 chord, 4, 3, 4, 4. The rhythm of this is quite hard to pick out, and again he is jamming away on it, and it's not the same every bar. What I've written down is kind of this thing. Sometimes I can hear him putting in some 16th notes. Kind of thing. But that's the chord. Mess around with it, and then he slides it up. So exactly the same chord, up an octave. 16, 15, 16, 15. Same kind of rhythm. That's the bridge. Which usually then goes back into the main riff. Then you've got the bass and the drum solo, and then towards the end there's a big kind of sax solo, and Cory's playing this chord, I believe, here. Can't actually see it in the video because it's looking at the horn players. Got 8th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, and you're kind of missing out D. He might be playing it with his thumb, which I can't do. So it's basically, think of your F minor 7, you're adding on 6th or 13th, so an F minor 13. But I think he might also be hitting the A here, which is the Hendrix chord, the F7 with the sharp 9, and 13 on the top. Play around with it. If you can do it with your thumb, great. Can't, for some reason. Never been able to do that. But rhythm-wise, sliding into it. Sliding up. Alternating between top half of the chord, a couple of scratches, and then hitting the bass note again. Doesn't matter if you're hitting an extra few scratches in there. There are times when Cory's doing that as well. And that's that section, which pretty much goes through to the end. It does kind of build up as it's going through, so I think Cory's probably getting a bit more towards the end of it, but have a listen and you can play along with it. I think that's the chord he's using anyway, so you can jam along with it. Okay, make sure you get a copy of the PDF. I hope that's given you enough to kind of nail that track and work on it and jam along with the Fearless Flyers. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon with another video. Thank you.